us safe.
6:13 and happening while you were sleeping. The death toll rising after an airstrike near a school in Syria. At least 35 people killed, 25 of them children. It happened near Aleppo, and the city has the largest populated area controlled by Syrian rebels. It's not clear who was behind this particular attack. Top UNICEF officials say if that school was deliberately targeted, it would be a war crime, Dan.
6:13 now. More scandalous accusations about the VA hospital, this time not in the Valley. Let's go to Kansas City now, where a man working for the VA is on trial. He's accused of sexually abusing veterans at the hospital. And to make matters worse, he was allowed to voluntarily retire. Physician's assistant Mark Weisner is still collecting federal payments and a pension while the trial is ongoing. And some veterans are upset about that, finding out these new developments.
I can't just drive up to Washington and, start clunking heads together, because I know that's what everybody wants to do. Wake up. Somebody please wake up.
Court documents reveal the investigation was started back in 2014 when they say Weisner touched a patient inappropriately.
Well, guns at Disney World? Yeah, 2 tourists are now in trouble for trying to bring weapons into the theme park. An Alabama woman showed up at Disney's Animal Kingdom with a gun in her backpack. She had a gun permit, but it is expired. Now, earlier this week, police say a New Orleans man tried to enter Epcot with a loaded pistol. Disney security found both firearms and contacted authorities. Tracking Zika, 1,000 Zika kits are now being assembled in Florida. Each one contains a dozen tablets designed to kill mosquitoes in water catchment areas. It also has repellent instructions. The public will have access to the free kits starting tomorrow at fire stations.
A Rhode Island woman is the victim of a terrifying crime. Police saying she was attacked by suspects, yes, wearing clown masks. This is real video, folks, not a haunted house or anything. The chaos after the woman was attacked. She told investigators the men showed up to the house in Providence calling her names, and when she opened the door, they started hitting her. She fought back until they took off. Police found a clown mask and a baseball bat at that scene. Hope they track the guy or guys down. A traffic alert if you're headed to Vegas anytime soon. Look at this, a major construction project now underway. It has a name, too. They're calling it the Carnado. Now through February, expect long delays in downtown Vegas as crews widen the Spaghetti Bowl, the southbound and northbound ramps of the I-15 connected to Highway 95. That's the impact area. We're told the upgrades are badly needed, and it is up to you to find your way around when you head to Vegas.
So Halloween weekend, it is right around the corner. A lot of haunted houses are going to be packed. But are you sure these places are safe?
ABC 15's Allison Rodriguez live at the 13th floor in North Phoenix. Allison, not anybody can just set one of these up, right?
No, there are codes and rules that places have to follow, and make sure you're reading the warning signs if they have them up, like this one over here or this one, before you head inside one of these places. Now, they have to be inspected by fire departments. They're going to check that these places are up to code, and they do need to have fire extinguishers and proper emergency exits in case something goes wrong, although we never anticipate something like that. And make sure you're checking for open wiring, especially at a spot that has a lot of electronics inside. We know a lot of those lights will be going on and those animatronics as well. Now, Mesa fire officials do warn that cheaper does not mean safer, and not all haunted houses are created equally.
There are some places that think that they don't need to follow the rules, but those places we try to stay away from.
Yeah, so the number one tip we got was do your research. We all have a phone, right? Just Google it, give it a call, make sure it is up to code so that you stay safe this Halloween. Live in Phoenix, Allison Rodriguez, ABC 15.
All right, as we talk about the most accurate forecast, it's a little frightening to see the temperature we're expecting by this afternoon. Now, right now, not bad at 74 degrees with some high clouds moving in. More high clouds through the day, but temperatures will still warm up quicker than they've warmed the last couple of days. We're up to 93 degrees by lunchtime, and today's high, a record hot 99 degrees. Yeah, we're flirting with the triple digits here as we go into this afternoon. So your prep list for today, again, mild as you step outside, but warming quickly. So those outdoor activities best likely if done early before the heat really starts to kick in. We'll flirt with the hundreds today, but there are some signs of relief heading our way. Now, you'll notice in our skies a few of those high clouds already moving in across the valley, making for a beautiful sunrise, or approaching our sunrise rather, as we look live with our Phoenix Children's Hospital Valley Cam. Those high clouds moving in from the west across the valley and western Arizona, and they're going to continue to thicken up through the day. They're moving in out ahead of a storm system. That storm system will eventually move into California, bringing a lot of rain for them. Unfortunately, though, not a lot of rain for us as it moves into our state. Slight chance in the high country. The valley, though, we'll see more clouds, but it doesn't look like we're going to see enough moisture for rain chances. So our forecast stays dry, but as that storm system moves in, our temperatures will start to trend down. So today, we are talking record heat with a high of 99, topping that record by 1 degree and coming very close to that triple-digit mark. But tomorrow, that temperature a little lower, still a couple degrees shy of the record, but down into the mid-90s. And we're talking low 90s by the weekend, with 80s back in our forecast as we go into next week. So that'll be the good news. Our temperatures getting a little lower by next week. I'll break down that trick-or-treating forecast in just a few minutes, Mallory.
And Iris, your delays on I-10 are getting a little worse right now from our CenturyLink Prism Traffic Center. Take a look. Your desert drive time up to 30 minutes. This is going to be eastbound from 75th Avenue. That's really where the brake lights begin. That takes you to the mini stack, but by the time you're past the tunnel, it does start to ease up just a little bit there. East Valley drivers, we do have this crash on the 60 still, so you're slow as you're traveling westbound here, probably starting right around McClintock, but I want to give you a look at the crash from our ADOT camera right now. It's right at Priest Drive, so just before you hit the 10. Everything's off on the right-hand side, but again, you're seeing a couple minutes of delays. I'm also going to give you another look at that crash we have on the 101. That's coming up in just a couple minutes.
Mallory, right now the crime scene tape is up. The police are on the scene and they're searching for 2 men apparently behind a deadly shooting in Tempe. Justin Pizzera, he just got updated.
And newly leaked emails overshadowing a major campaign rally for Hillary Clinton. And Donald Trump isn't holding anything back on what he thinks about it.
Strips of meat causing a major beef between neighbors. The punishment this homeowner is trying to duck.
You're watching ABC 15 News, taking action.